Hey guys, so I was a complete dipshit and was super lazy and like completely didn't even like edit my video or anything like last week and post it, which is something I was supposed to do, but I didn't, and now I'm 8 months on T. So I've decided to talk a little bit about stuff being on T and have a little comparison on here, and then we'll get back to the video that I originally was planning on posting, and now I'm finally posting that. So this is that video. This is my testosterone Q&A, but I'm gonna do a little bit of like an update and stuff right now because I can and because I'm 8 months on T, so I might as well. Hi, my name is Ben, and this is my voice a few hours before T. Hi, my name is Ben, and this is my voice 8 months on T. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. It's literally been forever since I've posted a video. That is so weird, and it would not work with my camera because Canon is deciding to be a bitch and not let me convert videos just like I do pictures. So, oh well, here we are improvising on my phone like a bastard. But hey, oh well. And while I'm waiting for my iPad to load, I'm gonna say I'm sorry that it's literally been almost a year since I've uploaded a video and I let my channel die and I'm bringing it back to life now, so that's a thing we're gonna have to deal with it. What the fuck is wrong with me? Woohoo! I am literally going to scream if this decides to be a bitch and just decide to go and like hide from me and decide to shut off like it just did. Terrible. Whew, I feel so retro. I wrote down all of the questions and everything on this paper with a notebook and a pen. How old-fashioned. Because my iPad's deciding to be a little bitch and not listen to me. So here we go. How long does it take to see effects? It really depends on the person, depends on your health, your age, your mental state. It really depends. Like, it really depends. In terms of like how long you're on testosterone, your whole life. You're on T your whole life. Once you start, you're on it your whole life. It's a constant everyday thing that happens. It's just like every day you're just like, okay, I'm on T. There's never a day where you're not on T after you start, unless you decide to go off of it and detransition and stuff. Or if you get pregnant, there's a whole nother story. That's a whole nother story. Anyways, does it itch at first? It does. The patch can irritate your skin if you have sensitive skin like I do, so you just have to take a little bit extra care, and then you should be fine. Specific age to start testosterone. Usually it's 16, but you do need parental consent if you're under the age of 18. Or like if you're not legally an adult, if you're like still considered a minor, you need parental consent to start, which is the hardest part for trans teens to get, like trans kids and trans teens to get T and like get hormone replacement therapy, which is this whole thing. That's what it's called, HRT. You have to get your parents' consent, and that's like the hardest part. But I started at 15. Usually you start at 16. Do you see changes fast or does it take a while? Again, it really depends on the person. It depends on the types of changes. Voice starts to happen first, and like hunger and energy is first. Muscle and stuff and fat redistribution and facial hair, that takes a while, like a few years. So, and you know, bottom growth is like the first thing that happens. So, you know, it really depends on the change. Why did I choose the patches and how did the patches work? Wait, no, that's two separate questions. What? Why did I choose the patches? I'm gonna go in depth in another video, but just to sum it up, it's easier for me. It's easier and it works best for me, and I'll explain why in another video. I'm gonna do like 3 other videos related to testosterone. Maybe I can loop one of them with an 8-month video. We'll see. How does the patch work? The patch, I have it on right now actually. So here's my patch. It has a little bubble in the middle of it, and in that bubble is like some like weird gel thing, and inside of that gel is like testosterone crystals, which dissolve and like go into your bloodstream through like a little membrane thing, and then the testosterone crystals like dissolve through and go into my bloodstream, and that's how it works. What is the purpose of it? Because my body is not able to make the testosterone, like the amount of testosterone I need naturally, so he helps me. That's why. Does it cost a lot? It really depends on your insurance and where you live and the type of tea you're taking, how evil your insurance people are or how nice they are. I have 8 patches per month. I cannot speak. What? I take 2 patches a week, 4 weeks in a month, and I get my tea once a month. Oh, speaking of which, I need to get more. Why am I going off topic? Fun. Not really off topic, it's more on topic. Anyway, 8 patches per month with insurance is $30. That's for educational purposes that I'm sharing that. Worst fear in terms of transitioning, that after all this effort and money and time and struggles spent on transitioning, that I don't get the results I want. That's my biggest fear. The difference between the patches and injections. The patch does not have needles, the injections do. It's easier for me for the patches, but for usually the injections are easier for people. For me, the patches just work better. So yeah. Was I nervous to start? I mean, I was more excited than nervous, so I didn't really have time to think about the nervous stuff. But yeah, there's definitely some apprehension. Like, what if I don't like some of the effects? Like, some of the effects I'm not crazy about, which I'm going to go into in another video. But there's like effects that I wasn't insanely excited about, and those were sort of like a little nerve-wracking. But other than that, I was fine and super excited. Side effects brings me to my next point. I'm going to make a video about the kinds of things that happen, but the things that happen on tea. You go through guys' puberty, and if you're on the patch, you get a little bit of skin irritation, because like, right there. It's right there, it's on you, and it's adhesive, so like, you get irritated from it. It's itchy a little bit too. And like, when you first put it on, first couple times it feels cold, but after that you're just like, oh, that's a thing, it feels normal, so you get used to it. What is testosterone? That's the primary male sex hormone. It puts you through guys' puberty. Facial hair, lower voice, broad shoulders, muscly V-shape. Muscly like V-shape. There's nothing there. Why am I flexing? That's just like that. Like, it's the normal stuff that happens on T. So it's the hormone that puts you through guys' puberty. It's the male hormone, and it's also steroids. So if you hear about athletes taking steroids, it means that they're taking testosterone. Yep. So technically, I'm on steroids. Gebruik je nog steeds T? This I'm gonna answer in Dutch because the question was asked in Dutch. Ja, ik gebruik het nog steeds. Ik ga er door met voor de rest van mijn leven ben ik op testosteron. Yeah. I'm gonna basically translate that. It's asking if I'm still on T. Yes, I'm gonna be on T the rest of my life. If I stop, then I'm not getting the amount of testosterone I need, and then estrogen, which is the female sex hormone, takes over and goes, I'ma bite your ass, and decides to like destroy me. That's what happens. Why the patch over the injection? This was already asked. I'm going to explain it in another video, but for me, it's easier. The patch is just easier. What happens if you forget T? I mean, I'm so excited and so happy to be on it. I'm not really gonna forget, and I have not forgotten. But if I do, I just have to put it on when I remember. I just have to like, oops, forgot to put on my patch, and then I put it on when I remember. If I forget, then I'm just gonna be like, you know what? I forgot. That's not the most fun thing in the world, but that's just a thing we're gonna have to deal with, and I'm just gonna put it on now because now I'm remembered, and I'm gonna find a way to get back on schedule. Like, now, and I'm tagging me, I'm gonna find a way to get back on schedule, like, as soon as possible, because otherwise my hormones go boom, so that's not really boom, so that's not really a thing I want. So yeah, just remember. And in terms of forgetting, if you forget to take off your patch after 24 hours, it's not a big deal. It's not really going to do anything for you. It's like, okay, well, there's no more testosterone to give you, so it's just literally going to just sit there. Yeah. Reactions from people I know to me starting T, and how long did it take to get it? I came out in March of 2018. I started testosterone in June of 2019, so it took a little over a year to start after coming out. It's different for everyone. There's different journeys for everyone. Some people, they come out and their parents won't let them start hormones, so they just have to wait till like they're 18 or something. Some people don't want to start hormones, and that's perfectly fine. It really depends on the person, but for me personally, it took a little over a year. Reactions from people, half the people are like, yay! Half the people are like, boo! So it really depends. Like, half the people are like, fine with it and super excited for me. Half the people are like, you're making a mistake. I don't like this, you're making a mistake. So I'm like, well, that's my mistake to make, and I know it's not a mistake, so really there's no mistake here, so Why is it important? Because if I don't take it, I will be miserable, and the changes that I love, the ones that are not permanent at least, are gonna go away, and I'm gonna be like, no! So that's what happens. Why is it important? Because it helps with my dysphoria, which is why I'm taking it. Because I get gender dysphoria, and I've diagnosed gender dysphoria, and gender dysphoria sucks, so that's why I'm taking it to help me not have that as bad, at least, because it's not going to completely get rid of it, but it definitely helps. So I will take any help I can get, because I'm troubled. Anyway, do I get spikes of testosterone? No, that is one of the perks about being on the patch. You get more constant, it's a very constant low dosage. It's not actually that low, but you get a constant dosage, and it's a pretty consistent thing, so because you're keeping things constant, you don't get these ginormous spikes like you do with injections. So that's another reason that I took it. So no, I do not get spikes. Good question, really good question. Hardest part of transitioning, waiting for things to happen, waiting to recover, waiting for people to adjust your name and pronouns, coming up with your name and pronouns, realizing things, questioning your gender, questioning everything. So hard. Waiting is what takes the longest, and waiting is what is the worst part. Not the dysphoria. The dysphoria is hard. Everything's hard about it, but the worst part is waiting. Anyway, that is 11 minutes. That's a lot of editing. That's going to be a lot of editing. Fun. That's going to be a lot of editing. Fun. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'm sorry I have not uploaded in forever. And if you have any more questions, I'll answer them in the comments. Thanks for watching. Bye.